I'm about to start a new painting. I'm about to prime it. I moved here into the garage to paint, to make art generally. I think I can have a bit of a private space here and I don't need to worry about getting my parents' house covered in oil paint. As you can see, it's gonna be a big painting. I haven't done a big painting in a while. I'm excited. I don't know what I'm gonna be making, but I had this thought, which is that I would like to play around with the form a little bit. And what I think the painting is going to be is not just this, but also this on the side. I don't know if you could tell well from the video, but I'm going to do this part later. I'm going to do this painting first. I'm going to figure this out. And then afterwards, separately, I'm going to paint this cloth and it's going to be here at the top. And then I'm going to sew them together with a red thread. That's the plan. That's the plan. Just to show you, when I say I'm in a garage, I mean I'm in a garage. There's a car next to me. There is my painting here behind the car on the wall. I often have this conversation with my father, or generally with my parents. My parents love talking to me about things that make me anxious, and I'm used to it, that's fine. And there's a phrase that my dad says sometimes, which is, "Ну ведь все художники немножко экзибиционисты," which is, well, all artists are a little bit exhibitionists. Exhibitionists. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. In the sense that he thinks it's not that I need to show my work to just make money. No, don't I have this like inherent urge to have my work be seen? Doesn't every artist have an inherent urge for the work to be seen? And I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think there is generally the thing of like every single one must think this. It doesn't exist, obviously, right? I don't know if I have the urge for my art to be seen necessarily. What do you think? What do you think? I think artists have the urge to create. I think artists get the idea in their head and they must put it out there into the physical world, and the rest is secondary. That said, I am showing some of my art soon in London for the first time. I'm showing 4 of my A2 drawings, charcoal drawings, that I actually shown in my last video, which was called How to Show Your Art Without an Art Gallery. So it's very ironic. I didn't know that was going to happen. The exhibition will be over by the time this video is out, but that's fine. It felt good to have an excuse to go to London, because I've never been there. Well, anyway, I'm gonna get to painting. Ooh, I have something else to show you. I had this idea for forever and I'm finally getting to it, and I've been traveling a lot, so I didn't like finish it, but it's getting there. I'm painting on tiles for the first time, and I'm gonna be firing them soon as I finish the rest of it. I already have a couple done. I don't know if this is gonna work out. I did the bare minimum research on what I need and what materials I need to make it work. I'm bringing in my first tiles of firing today. I'm a bit nervous. I'm nervous that they're gonna tell me who the fuck does this like that and who do you think you are, and that's ridiculous. The lady who runs the ceramics place that's firing the tiles seems really nice. I was a bit worried because I was like, oh, maybe they'll look at it and be like, oh my god, it's so shit. Who glazes things like this? But she was very nice. She was very friendly. She showed me the stuff that she does and what she has at her atelier, and it was a very pleasant experience. Although my watch did tell me that I had a stressful period, so it's so fucking warm. I've done zero research on how to paint on tiles like this that they're gonna be firing after that. So we will see, we'll just have to see. I'm excited. I just have like 2 little tiles and 1 big one to finish. And then I'm gonna bring it to the place where I can fire them. And I'll see what's gonna come out of it. Also, I've done like all of them slightly differently to see the difference. But the thing is, I did this like a month ago. I don't remember what I did differently, not really. So, but exciting. I hope it will come out like something. I hope not all of them are gonna be shit. And then once I fire them and once they come out beautifully, I'm gonna hide them around the city. I like Nazare a lot. I'm here very often, and it would feel good to have my art sort of hidden throughout the city, scattered throughout the city, and I just think it's gonna be nice. Actually, I said something today that I don't know, I have more thoughts on it. I think there might be some magic that happens when art gets experienced by people, by other people, by more people. Like, it's not a useless act. Of course not. Neither for the viewer, nor for the art or the artist. But also, as an artist, like, you create the thing, you make it, and then it's done. And whatever, like, happens to it next is kind of out of your hands. Like, that's none of your business. So there's that aspect too. I don't need my art to be seen, but if my art needs to be seen, it will be seen. That's what I think. Like, it will happen and it will be good. You can't force it, and obviously you can't depend on it. The priming is done. It goes so much quicker when you have a big brush. Wow, crazy. I'm gonna go upstairs now because there's no bathroom here, and also because I want a coffee. Because life is about simple pleasures, like a second coffee. And obviously in this video I'm not gonna show the whole painting process, just because I'm not gonna finish this anytime soon. I want to take my time. This is gonna be a long project, so if you want to see that, then you won't. My name is Polina Gazeeva, by the way, and I'm an artist without a permanent place of living. Currently I'm in Nazare at my parents' place, and I'm not living with my parents. I don't do that. Anyway, currently in Nazare, left Berlin in September. It's now June. Been to China, been to Vicenza and Sanremo in Italy, then stayed in Bilbao for 2 months. Now it's Nazare. Also did a short trip to London and to Berlin again and to Porto, and life has been so busy. I miss art. I miss focusing on art. That's something I've been realizing lately more and more, that I need to, because I've been thinking quite a lot about what it is that's mine to do in the world. And the obvious answer that I realized is making art. I think mine is to make art. And that sounds very beautiful, I think. I think that's a beautiful thing to do. And that's a great thing to do. And that's the only thing that I think I'm good at. Like, I'm not good at a job. I'm not good at like work stuff. I think there are a lot of jobs that I could be good at. Like I already talked about before, I would love to work in theater. I would love to direct. And I think I'll get to it at some point in my life. Maybe sooner, maybe later. But either way, all of this is for me like making art, creating things, putting things out there, you know, in the physical world. And that's a good realization to have, and that's something that makes me feel fulfilled. So I think that's the right thing. Anyway, it's break time. And then when I come back, I'm gonna get to the tiles and I'm gonna finish the tiles that I have so that I can fire them soon, because I'm quite excited to see the result. I went upstairs and I made a coffee, and I also got high. And so I got stuck there eating cherries out of a bowl until I finished all of the cherries, and now I'm here. And it's good that I'm here because there's no more food here. Yeah, I had to lift up the canvas a little bit because I was getting stuck to the thing underneath. But I think now maybe I can put it back. No, I can't. It's still very wet. I guess it's quite cold in here, so it's gonna take a while to dry. By the way, pink Schweppes and 2 espressos, and I brought the pony. With these two, I want to do something a little different. The idea was that I draw with charcoal on the parts that do not have any color, and then the parts that are white right now, they will have like a paint on them. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do here, but I will start. It would make more sense to actually start with the painting first and then charcoal. Yeah, I'll do that. So I started with this stuff, then more, and then this. And you can't really see, but this is the final sketch. It's really, really light. It's really light. I will do the underpainting today. I'm gonna do it in ochre. Is that the word in English? I don't know. Like the brownish yellow mixed with turpentine, and that's it. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll do something else. Because I'm going through the sketchbook now, and there's some good stuff. Like, I don't love this as a sketch, but the idea, it's kind of nice, no? I don't know. God damn it. There is a chance that the turpentine is gonna smell so hard. I'm creating a bit of a mess in the garage. I keep on like bringing stuff here and then leaving it here. I haven't worked on a big piece in a while, so it's taking me a moment to really get into it. I haven't worked now on the painting for 2 days. I think with art making, very often you don't really know what you're doing while you are in the process, while you are making it. And you can only look at it from afar once you're done with it. And there has been some like time and space in between. And then you'll be like, oh yeah, well, that makes sense. Now I see it. But in the process, while you're like in it, you might know something about it, like you might have some sort of ideas, I guess, but you don't really fully understand it. Not that you understand it at any point. Really fully understanding it means a certain precision, a certain idea, and a certain like end result, which I don't think really exists. I don't know. Yeah, I'm excited to really get into it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm picturing something dark but like light, and I'm picturing a lot of yellow. No, maybe not a lot of yellow. I'm picturing like clouds and that sort of lightness in some parts of it, and then it's going to be very intense in some other parts. That's my guess. I want to start sort of carefully. I'm also going to stop talking soon, but I want to start with like thin layers, thin, very diluted with turpentine layers. I don't want to go too heavy, it's oil, so that's, I guess, a smart way to approach it. I've also stopped listening to anything while working on my art. I think that's been very good. I think art, as I've said before, is a very spiritual process, so it's weird to be watching a show while doing it. Like, I don't think you're fully in it. I mean, you can do it however you want. Sometimes also watching a show helps you not think about it, so there are some plus sides to it. I'm going to dance classes here in Zare, and we have a concert coming up soon. So we're preparing for this concert, right? Not a concert, show. It's the first show, like, where I'm participating as a dancer. In the dance school, like, classes perform 1 or 2 choreos. And I still consider myself a beginner when it comes to dancing. A good beginner, but a beginner. But yeah, it's the first time I'm gonna like perform on a stage, and I'm very excited. I love dancing, even though it's not serious. It's very fun, and I guess you have to take those not serious steps before anything more serious can happen, right? So, yeah, very exciting. I have a rehearsal today, a dance rehearsal.
Nós não fizemos isto tudo certo, mas depois a gente. Tá. E agora? Esquerda. Esquerda. Fica definido esquerda. Começamos a mesma com a direita. Pois, exato, as posições são feitas.
When I work on a big painting, I do spend quite some time just staring at it. Especially if it's a big painting, like you can't just be like in it all the time. You have to get up, get off your chair, take a couple of steps back and just look at it. First of all, you have to see the whole picture. And then sometimes you just need a moment of nothingness, a moment of silence and just looking. That's how I've been slowly adding more stuff to the painting. I think there's gonna be more stuff, potentially. But we'll see. I really like this part so far. I guess it's sort of continuation of my A2 drawing, Hungry. I guess still hungry. I can't say I love what's happening. I think it's really coming together now with the background. I was a bit unsure about the whole thing. Like I wasn't sure where the whole thing is going. Like it's quite a big painting, so it takes a while until things click together. But when I started painting the background blue, it started clicking together for me. And now I'm gonna paint this background also and see what it looks like then. Gotta clean your screen. Oh my god.